Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Monday to you. It's time for Cheer Corner, and together we can change the world one card at a time. Now, I have family visiting, so I'm going to keep this video short, but I wanted to share with you a really fun kit. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we have a few things that are available only online. One is the kits collection that is changing all the time, and the other is our online exclusives, and there's lots of gems to be found there. So let's take a look at, here we go. So our kits all come in this pretty box. It's just a basic brown craft box, but what's nice about it is I find that when I'm done making the kit, I can use this box to gift up some handmade cards for my friends. Um, Everybody can use cards, and if you've ever gone to Hallmark, you know how much they are. So I've already made 3 cards here. So you can just have a sneak peek here for a second. I'm taking them away. So there are some beautiful envelopes. The ink spot is gorgeous grape. There was a block in here. I've already taken it out. And there's a spool of linen thread. And this kit is called the Best Destination. And there are 3 fancy fold cards in here. Okay? And I will get them out. I had a lot of fun making these. And you can eat. Oh, here we go. I'm just moving the box. Here is the stamp set, and it says, "Life's a journey. Travel it well. Happiness is the best destination. The adventure is just beginning." And then there's a starry sky or a stipply background, whatever you want to use it for. There's a moon, there's clouds, and there's a flock of birds. Then we have some little mini dimensionals that come in the kit. There are all these little banners, and then these are the little die cuts that I've already. I'm just going to move these out of the way. So look, there's a little sailboat, there's a little flower, there's some fun cars. So when my people saw this kit, they thought it is perfect for retirement. So let's have a look. Here's the card all done up. So I've stamped "Happiness is the best destination" on the tag. I've added a little flower and a bow. And you can see this kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter train. You can see I've stamped a moon and it just opens up, and in the inside you can write your message. And you could also stamp some more. And then look, there's this and this. So if you get an envelope like this in the mail, you right away know that there's not a bill in there. So how much fun is that? I'm thinking that this one goes with this, and you can see there's a little bit of a glint on those mountains, so that's really cool. Then this reminds me of the Amalfi Coast, where I was blessed enough to go on a Stampin' Up trip. So again, we've just stamped the tag, added a linen bow, popped up the boat, and stamped some clouds. And then look at that, even the back of the card is pretty. I'm thinking you could even cut these panels out to use for a scrapbooking page, and then you could cut this front part and use it as a photo mat. How much fun is that? I think I need to get back into scrapbooking. This idea just came to me. So that's card number 2, and it would go with this envelope. And then card number 3 is this one with the palm trees, the tag. So I stamped the tag. The clouds also have a bit of a shine to them. And then here we go. And then the back again, this would make a great scrapbook page. Cut them in 3 panels and use this last one as a photo mat. So I love this kit, and this one would go with this envelope here. So let's take a look. I'm going to stamp some of these things. So what you could do if you were in a hurry, which it's never a great idea to be in a hurry when you're making cards, but you could stamp all your sentiments and then have them ready to do later. So the spot is really great. The block, I'm just going to see if I can find it. I used it to take a picture just a minute ago. Okay, let me pause. Now you can see that I am stamping on a glass mat. This is a wonderful tool. You can get it for free with the starter kit until February 28th or while supplies last. And if you're already a demonstrator and you haven't bought the glass mat yet, it will be hopefully in the next annual catalog or soon thereafter. So that's an exciting little piece of information. Let me see, what does this one say? The adventure is just beginning. Okay, I like that. Um, what else was I going to say? Yeah. So with that glass mat comes, and I put this in a little case, a gray chamois to clean it all off. And oh yeah, that was my train of thought that got interrupted. When you're stamping on an uneven surface, you are not going to get a good result with your stamps. So if you're stamping on a folding table, or even I have a great table, but it's an artisan table. It's made from reclaimed wood from a barn. So it's not always perfectly even. So this glass plate guarantees you success in stamping. Um, it's wonderful. You can just wipe it off. You can use it for measuring. You can put your ink right on it to, here, I'm going to put this one on here, and I think I just stamped it slightly crooked, and it's a bit too small. So they did give you an extra one in case that happens, okay? Here's another one. This one might be too big. Happiness is the best destination. I don't think that one fits on here. So I'm just going to grab a piece of white so you can just see how the stamps look like. So just make sure you tell me who you want me to send this card to. This thing also comes with the glass plate, and it's quite large. Like you can almost fit, you can fit a whole card in this section. So let's say you were watercoloring or stamping on the inside. You could put it in here and it doesn't move around. And then this part, you can mix up your colors. You can use this for, you know how my adhesive trick, you put a liquid glue in here and then you use a sponge and you sponge it on your small little pieces. Works great. So I have been loving this little setup. So here we go. The kits are also a great way to spend quality time with your loved ones. My mom loves to do this kind of thing. My little granddaughter, so my mom's at one end of the spectrum. She's almost 92. And then Anna, who's 5, just her eyes light up when she gets to open up a kit with Oma. So, and I think if you're a busy mom and your kids need a card for a birthday, it's just so nice to have a kit on hand because, yeah, it's not nice to have to go to Hallmark and spend a lot of money on a card. Kits are way cheaper. I'm not going to say that stamping as a hobby is cheaper because it can be addictive, but can you put a price on happiness? I would say no. And I wanted to talk about that actually. I was dreaming about it last night and I thought, stamping should be affordable for everyone. And so I would recommend that you start thinking about stamping as a community. Think about your friends and think about sharing your supplies, pooling your resources. If you and 3 friends each spend a $60, then I can divide up the spoils, so to speak, and then you can get a quarter pack of 4 types of paper that are in the celebration flyer. So that's a great way. So I know that when I first started, I would share stamps with my friend. My friend would buy one and I would buy one, and then we would switch. We would rotate, and that worked out really well. And we got together once a week to make a card, and she would design a card and I would design a card. And this was a big deal back then because it was hard to find inspiration. There wasn't much on the internet yet. There we go. Oh, that didn't go very well. See, I got ink in between. I pressed too hard. When you're using a tiny little dotted stamp, you need to go very lightly. So just a gentle tap, tap. I pressed too hard on this with this juicy ink pad. Let me try again. That's much better. See, so even I, after 18 years of stamping, still make mistakes. Okay, so don't feel bad when that happens. It's normal. And if you know what? If you're making mistakes, that means you're alive. Okay, and alive is a good thing. Here are the cute little clouds. And then we have a little moon. Let me just grab a little block. And yeah, it's great to get creative. A lot of people struggle with depression or just, they think too much about the state of the world, and that can be scary. So when you get creative and you start stamping and coloring, it takes your mind off of your gloomy thoughts. And then whatever you make, you can send to someone, and then that will also cheer them up. So you know what? Together we really can change the world one card at a time. It sounds super cheesy, but I believe it with all my heart. It's the little things that make a difference. Here we go, look at that. And I am continually surprised that even though I've been doing this for 18 years, I still get so incredibly happy and excited about pretty paper, or when I ink up a stamp and there's this beautiful image on the paper that I didn't have to draw. So yeah, I hope that you liked this little demonstration of the stamps that came in this kit. And let's just take one more look at the cards, and then I'm going to go and spend time with my family. So here's the envelopes. 1, 2, and 3. And I have 2 cards. I don't know where the third one. Oh, there it is. Okay, super. Let's move this out of the way. Here. Oh, what a mess, Jackie. Here's this one. The adventure is just beginning. I mean, this is such a cheerful card. And my mother would write a full letter on those 2. So if you haven't seen someone for a long while, you can fill this up with a big, long, newsy letter there. Or your kids can make a nice coloring in there for Oma, Grandma, Nana, whatever. So here. And remember the scrapbooking option. Cut it into 3 panels, and you've got a gorgeous page. Maybe I'll do that next week. Who knows if I don't run out of time. And here we go for the last one. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to nominate someone to receive this card. Anywhere in the world, I will send a card, but let me know why you want them to get a card, okay? The stories do make a difference. I can't send 20 cards, but I can send one. One. All right. Have a super day. Bye.